live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
Okay, there we are. Now, welcome to Grinnell High School softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Chris Jr. here with you on a beautiful Monday night, back from a little vacation R&R up in the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, and ready to bring some Tiger softball to you tonight, a doubleheader as the Tigers host the Benton Bobcats from the WAMAC East Conference. Let's take a moment here to salute our sponsors that we have. They include Poly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Proline Building Company, Dairy Barn, Mahaska Communication Group, Walden Drywall, Prairie Lakes Church, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community, and the Strand 3 Theater. Our specialty sponsors include Michelle's Dance Academy for Strikeouts, Foul Balls by Circus Financial Services, Innings by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance, and Scoreboard by Kurtz Collision Center. Then our business card sponsors you see in the upper right-hand corner. They include Grinnell Firestone, Mindy Hall's Exit Realty, and Corey Hall Photography. In softball, Tigers come in ranked number 12 in the state in Class 4A with a 24-4 record. Benton is not ranked, and those rankings will be important. We'll get to those here in just a moment. If you haven't heard, the playoffs have been announced, the playoff pairings. Tigers are in Class 4A Region number 5, and they are the number 2 seed right now. Carlisle's the number 1 seed, but Grinnell will host a second-round game against the winner of Gilbert and Knoxville. That'll be a week from this coming Saturday, July 12th at 7 o'clock right here at the softball complex. Again, we'll talk more about that as we get into it. So we are set for softball. Our first inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. And leading off for the Bobcats is their left fielder, number 5, Hayden Moore, facing Riley Imhoff, the senior. Moore scores to bunt, pulls the bat back, and it is ball 1, and we are underway. Rather inauspicious start for us, but I think we're up and going now. So appreciate your patience with us as we work through the technical glitches and snafus. Second pitch on the way. That time she offered and kept the bat out there, so that's taken for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike is the count. Anna Griner, the first baseman, then Anna Glavi will be the 3 batters for the Bobcats here in the top of the first, game number 1. That pitch is swung on, bunted. Flander charges, quick throw down to first is not in time. So Hayden Moore gets on with a bunt single, and the Bobcats have the first runner aboard. Almost a perfect bunt by Hayden. Really not much of a play you can do unless you're basically standing on top of home plate. So good play by the Bobcats, and they have the first runner on board. That'll bring up the first baseman, number 12, Hannah Griner. Griner steps in facing him off, takes the pitch, just catches the outside corner for strike 1. First of 2 games we have for you here tonight on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Benton and Grinnell doubleheader over on Fowler Field as the second pitch is low and away for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Grinnell Tigers are hosting baseball over there at Fowler Field. Dan Walker and Dave Van Compernol have that one for you. That pitch swung on and fouled off for a Circus Financial Services foul ball. And that'll be strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody outrunner at first base for Benton. Top of the first inning, Grinnell and Benton varsity doubleheader right here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner for Michelle's Dance Academy, strikeout. And that is the first out. Big strikeout there by Imhoff for that first out. That'll bring up the catcher, number 19, Anna Glavi. Glavi steps in, catcher for the Bobcats, big left-hander, facing Imhoff. Here's the pitch. Right down the chute for strike 1. Throw down is not in time. Ball gets away. And the runner thought about going, and the runner's going to go. Smith throws over and not in time. So Hayden Moore has a stolen base. And the ball gets away. So now Moore is over at third base with 1 out. And there is 1 strike. Now to Glavi. Imhoff settles in, gets a sign from catcher Kennedy Harms. And here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. That gets past Harms, and Benton scores. So the Bobcats get one on, and they end up scoring. And it is 1-0 Benton. And 1-1 to Glavi. Lena DeMoss, the shortstop, waits on deck. That pitch down and in for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 1 out, 1 run across for Benton, top of the first inning. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Imhoff. That pitch is from ripped towards third. First single. Gets past the Tiger third baseman. That was crushed to left field. So Glavi's on with a single. I'm guessing there'll be a courtesy surrender, and there will be. Popping out of the dugout is number 4 for Benton. And we'll get that number here for you. Here, that is Caitlin Bonewitz. Courtesy running now for Glavi, the catcher. Bonewitz. Courtesy running. Brings up Lena DeMoss, the shortstop. Facing Imhoff. Here's the pitch. That's swung on, hit out towards left field. Right at the left fielder. She makes the catch. F7 on the put out for the big second out. That'll bring up third baseman number 10, Kalissa Nolte.
Now batting Kalissa Nolte.
Imhoff's pitch is low. For ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's hit out toward left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So Nolte gets on. Bonewitz trots down to second. And Benton's not done yet. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Benton already leads Grinnell 1-0 here. Top of the first inning. Brings up the center fielder, number 2, Sophia Seek. Forces at any base right now. See if Coach Brent Harvey does a double steal. Lots in his playbook he can choose. That pitch right down the chute for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Imhoff. Changeup misses upstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Start of a busy broadcast week here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. We'll get to that schedule here. We have baseball and softball, both simultaneous and different nights this week. I'll cover that here in just a moment. That pitch swung on and popped up towards the first base side. First base running over, but it is out of play for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball and strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second for Benton. Great time for Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout right here. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout for the third out to retire the side. Benton gets one across, and the Bobcats lead Grinnell by the score of 1-0. And we want to, before we get into our sponsor list, just want to say what do I want to say? I don't know. I make it up as I go along, folks. Let me do this. We'll take a commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll get things sorted out for you. You're watching Grinnell High School Softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hi there, this is Joey Pollyi, third generation owner of Pollyi's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving the flavors you savored. We only use the freshest ingredients for our salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza, guaranteed. Plus, don't forget about our award-winning Liquid Gold Ranch and Champagne Cake. Also, keep an eye out on our social media where we release limited time pizza specials like a pickle wrap, sweet corn, and buffalo chicken pizzas, just to name a few. See you soon at Pollyi's in downtown Grinnell.
Back here at Grinnell High School softball complex. Tigers and Bobcats doing battle right now. Benton gets the lead and they jump out
Now batting.
and lead 1-0. Brings up the Tigers batting order. Kylie Bond, the shortstop, leading things off for Grinnell, then followed by Taylor Smith and Ree Reese for Coach Mike Doty. The first pitch in there for a strike. Benton pitcher, by the way. Guess I should probably say that as Brinley Seek. That pitch swung on and hit right back towards the pitcher. Easy ground ball for the first out. That'll bring up Taylor Smith, second baseman. Taylor, the left-handed, also known to bunt, very, very fast. And Benton's not really bringing their infield in. Well, now they do kind of creep in a little bit. Taylor waves at it, pitches outside for ball one. See what the Tigers do here. Smith again. The pitcher Seeks staying away. That pitch down and away for ball two. 2 balls and no strikes with 1 out. I'm sure Coach Harvey told his pitcher, you don't give her anything she can do that to. That pitch does catch the outside corner. First strike 1. Here comes the 2-1. It misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Seek working quickly from the mound. That pitch fouled off for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. There's a pitch swung on. That's hit in between the shortstop and third baseman. That gets past the left fielder. Smith rounds first. She's heading to second. So Taylor Smith gets on board. Probably go a single, then an error on the play, getting past the right fielder. Center fielder had to come over and make the play, but Smith is on at second with 1 out, and that brings up the left fielder, number 16, Ree Reese. Reese coming into this ball game. Tigers as a club are hitting very, very well. We'll just say that. They are a very potent offensive team. That pitch outside for ball 1. So 1 out, runner at second base for Grinnell. Bottom of the first inning, Tigers trail Benton 1-0 on high school softball doubleheader here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. That pitch drifts outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. And I'm sure Coach Harvey has told his pitcher, be careful with Reese and Bond. Home run power. That pitch upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. See if Coach Doty lets Reese hit here or if he puts the take sign on. Most coaches have the players take, but I've seen some coaches let him hit. And that pitch is outside. Obviously, they were not going to give Reese anything close to something she could hit. So Reese is on at first base. That'll bring up the pitcher Riley Imhoff.
Now batting.
Tigers have runners at first and second. 1 out. And Imhoff steps in. Facing her counterpart, Brinley Seek. There's the pitch outside for ball 1. That pitch catches the inside corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Imhoff. If she gets on, Kate Smith, the third baseman, is on deck. Swing and a miss, and inside corner pitch gets away. It's a strike, so runners will advance. But now Imhoff in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. But now Tigers have runners at second and third. Small play, but a big play. Takes a force out. Now the runners don't have to go. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So a big strike out there by Seek for the second out. That'll bring up third baseman Kate Smith.
Kate Smith.
Smith stepping in. That pitch misses outside. That's a nice pitch. Started down the middle of the plate, then tailed away from the right-handed hitting Smith, but just missed outside for ball 1. Seek working quickly. That pitch hit off the handle and popped out to the first baseman for the third out to retire the side. Tiger Strand 2, they trail 1-0. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
And we are back here at Grinnell High School Softball Complex. Benton leads Grinnell 1-0. Top of the second inning we go. Our second inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Marissa Nolte leading things off for the Bobcats here. The 7, 8, 9 hitters, Marissa Nolte, Elisa Wiley, and Brinley Seek, the pitcher. Marissa Nolte is the DP, batting for Ellie Williamson, who plays second base. Facing Riley Imhoff, Tigers trail 1-0. Here comes the pitch from Imhoff. Swung on, hit back up the middle, kind of a spinning ball. Bond up with it quickly, across the diamond in time for the out. That was a tough play. 6-3 on the putout. Ball had a lot of spin on it, kind of died in the dirt, but Bond charged it, came up with it cleanly, threw a strike across to Trinity Carlson for the first out. That'll bring up right fielder number 13, Elisa Wiley. Changeup misses upstairs for ball 1. That pitch misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. As I said earlier, on the baseball diamond, Dan Walker and Dave Van Kampen will have a baseball doubleheader as the Tiger Boys baseball team hosting Benton. Right now, Benton leads Grinnell 2-0 in the middle of the 4th inning. That pitch right down the chute for strike 1. So lots of action here, both at the Grinnell High School softball and baseball complexes and on the Tiger Sports live stream network. 2 balls and a strike now to Wiley. Here comes the pitch. That pitch just misses. Oofda, as my wife would say. Good eye, good patience. That's a tough one to take. That was close. But it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and foul back. It's a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Now the count is 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Brindley Seek, the pitcher, is on deck. Number 9 hitter. That pitch swung on, and that is chopped foul out of play. Another Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Count remains full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. As I said, we have a very busy broadcast week in store for you, and I'll touch on that as the night progresses. That pitch just misses the outside corner. Wow. Good discipline by the batter not to take that, and so Wiley is on base with a walk. That'll bring up the pitcher, Brindley Seek.
Now batting, Brindley Seek.
See what Coach Harvey does here. My guess is he might do a sacrifice bunt, try to get the runner over. Tiger infield is drawn in, thinking that she's going to bunt. Let's see. Well, she swings away, swings and misses for strike 1. Lots of different possibilities available for both coaches. That pitch swing on that is popped foul and out of play. A Cirques Financial Services foul ball for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. So should I push my luck and call for another Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout again? Sure, why not? Let's have one right here. 0-2 pitch. Swung on, that's foul back. Another Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Good piece of hitting by Seek. You're taught as a hitter to protect the plate. When you hear people say, if you're not familiar with baseball or softball, with 2 strikes, you might hear people say, protect the plate. And what that means is they're just trying to get the bat out on any ball that is remotely close just to foul it off to live another day, to face another pitch. And that's what she did there. That pitch is swung, hit out towards center field. Flander drifting over, so is the right fielder. Right fielder calls her off, makes the catch. And Seek flies out to right field for the second out. To the top of the order we go. Hayden Moore now, the left fielder, steps in. She singled and scored her first appearance. So 2 outs, runner at first base. And Hayden Moore steps in, very speedy left fielder for the Bobcats. Bunted on last time, see what she does here. Yes, she bunts it again. That pitch is dove and caught by Imhoff. She went to bunt it and pop it in the air. She did, and Imhoff dove and caught it for a big third out. Wow, what a play there. So Benton strands 1. Benton leads Grinnell 1-0. High school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Back here to the bottom of the second inning we go. Our second inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Macy Andrews now steps in for the Tigers. Number 6 hitter takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Second pitch also misses for ball 2. That pitch swung on and hit down the right field line and foul out of play for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. So 2 balls now and a strike to the Tiger junior, Macy Andrews. That pitch misses low. Seek the pitcher with kind of a little bit of a long look at the umpire. That was a close pitch. Good eye by Macy not to swing at it, but that just missed for ball 3. That pitch swung and hit off the handle again, right back to the pitcher Seek, who makes the catch for the first out. Nice. Those are nice pitches by Seek. They tail in on the right-handed hitters, and they end up hitting it off the handles,
Now back.
which takes all the power out of it.
Flanders.
Brings up the center fielder, number 15, Alyssa Flander. Josie Smith waits on deck. Flander looks at the first pitch for strike 1. That pitch swung on and chopped foul. Pop foul down the first baseline rather. First Search Financial Services foul ball. And strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. There's a pitch hit out to right field, but right to right field, who bends down and makes the catch. Wow, looked like she had misjudged it initially. She had the glove up, and then she, at the last minute, put the glove down, made the catch for the out. Wow. I'm sure a little more exciting than Coach Harvey wanted to see, but
Now batting.
nonetheless,
Josie Smith.
the result is the same. You get the out. Brings up the right fielder, number 8, Josie Smith. Smith steps in, takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. First of 2 ball games we have for you here tonight on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network, doubleheader. Game number 2 of the softball will start about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. That pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. Nobody on for Grinnell. That pitch swung on and hit towards the second baseman. Second baseman comes up with it across the diamond in time for the third out to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Grinnell. 1-0. Benton with the lead. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
To the top of the third inning we go. Our third inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for Benton. Hannah Greiner, Anna Glavi, and Lena DeMoss. Greiner steps in, takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Greiner struck out her last time up. 0 for 1 on the night. That pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes a 2-0 pitch from Imhoff. Pitch is low for ball 3. Three balls and no strikes. Here comes the 3-0. Ooh, catches the outside corner. Grinnell thought she had ball 4 there, but the umpire called it on the outside corner for strike 1. That pitch is ripped towards the second base side. Gets past Smith the second for a single. That ball was hit hard. Smith dove for it, just couldn't quite come up with the play. And so Griner is on with his single. That'll bring up, as you said, Anna Glavi. Singled and was stranded at second her first time up. That pitch in there for strike 1. Nobody out, runner first base for Benton, top of the 3rd inning. Bobcats lead Grinnell 1-0. High school softball here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. That pitch swung a rip towards third. Flander knocks it down. Throw across the diamond in time to get Glavi. So Glavi does do her job. She advances runner to second and almost beats it out. A nice play by the Tiger third base. That's not Flander. My apologies. Kate Smith over there. Alyssa Flander plays center field. So 5-3 on the putout for the first out. Brings up shortstop Lena DeMoss. DeMoss flew out to left field her first time up. That pitch just misses for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. That pitch is swung on and hit down the left field line, but foul. Just pulled foul for Search Financial Services foul ball. And strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to DeMoss. Callista Nolte waits on deck for the Bobcats. That pitch misses up and in for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Over the baseball diamond, Benton now leads Grinnell 5-0 in the top of the 5th inning. Bobcats still batting. That's a doubleheader over there. Dave Van Compernoll, Dan Walker has that call for you, also on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. 2-1 pitch. That's swung on and popped up in the air. Shortstop Kylie Bond drifting back. Bond makes the catch for the second out. Grinnell does not advance to second base. So 2 outs now, and that brings up third baseman Callista Nolte.
Now batting, Callista Nolte.
So 2 outs, runner at second base for Benton. Here's the pitch. Up and in for ball 1. Grinnell really taking a big lead out there at second. In case you're wondering, you see the circle there around the pitcher. The catcher has the ball. As long as the catcher holds the ball, the runner can do and advance and dance around, go back and forth, do what they got to do as much or as little as they want. Once the pitcher has the ball in the circle, then the runner either needs to immediately, and I do mean immediately, either retreat back to the bag or advance to the next base. And I say immediately, that misses for ball 2. As I've talked to many an umpire, and that's the rule they don't mess around with. If they don't immediately make a decision, if they dance even a step or two, they are called out. So once that pitcher has the ball in the circle, you must get back or advance. That pitch swung on a chopped foul on the third base line for Search Financial Services foul ball. And strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second base for Benton. Top of the 3rd inning. Bobcats lead Grinnell 1-0. First of 2 on our doubleheader night. We got a doubleheader tomorrow night. Independence Mustangs come to town in a makeup game for 2. We'll have makeup baseball as well. As I said, I'll talk about the schedule here as time permits. That pitch is swung on, hit out towards center field. Right up flank of the center field. She squeezes it, makes the catch for the 3rd out to retire the side. Benton strands 1, They lead Grinnell 1-0 high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Back here at the high school softball complex, bottom of the third inning we go. Our third inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Kennedy Harms stepping in for the Tigers. Number 9 hitter, then back to the top of the order, and Taylor Smith. First pitch in there for a strike. So 9, 1, and 2 hitters. Kennedy Harms, Kylie Bond, and Taylor Smith do it for the Tigers. That pitch swung on and hit out towards left field. Left fielder comes in, that's to drift back, but does make the catch. So Harms flies out to left for the first out. That'll bring up the shortstop, Kylie Bond. Just didn't want to mention a sponsor we've talked about, is Strand 3 Theaters.
Kylie Bond.
Strand 3 Theater in downtown Grinnell. As the first pitch is taken in there for a strike. We'll talk about them here in just a moment. We appreciate and love all our sponsors, because without them, these broadcasts would not be possible. That breaking ball just misses outside. Couple of moans and groans from the Benton umpires in the stands. 1 ball, 1 strike. Seek's really pitching a very good game. That pitch misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Hope I didn't do a reverse broadcaster's jinx by saying earlier the Tigers are a very potent offensive team, because right now Benton is having their way with them pitching-wise. That ball popped up high in the air to center field. Center fielder camps underneath it. Makes the catch for the second out. So Bond flies out to center field. That'll bring up second baseman, number 1, Taylor Smith. Taylor singled and was stranded at third base her first time up. 2 outs. Smith leans out and looks at it, takes it outside for ball 1. That pitch way outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for Grinnell. Bottom of the third inning. Tigers trail Benton 1-0. First of 2 games we have for you tonight on the Tiger Sports live stream network. That pitch swung on a chop back towards the pitcher. Over to first in time for the third out to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Grinnell. Bobcats lead Grinnell 1-0. High school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Hi there, this is Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving the flavors you savor. We only use the freshest ingredients for our salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza, guaranteed. Plus, don't forget about our award-winning Liquid Gold Ranch and Champagne Cake. Also, keep an eye out on our social media where we release limited time pizza specials like a pickle wrap, sweet corn, and buffalo chicken pizzas, just to name a few. See you soon at Polley's in downtown Grinnell.
Back here to the top of the fourth inning we go. Our fourth inning brought to us by Brent Nickel State Farm Insurance. Again, a proud sponsor of the Grinnell Tigers softball and Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We're going to Strand 3 Theaters. You see the films there. Elio, rated PG. Bride Hard, rated R. And How to Train Your Dragon, rated PG. Now showing at the Strand 3 Theaters on Main Street in downtown Grinnell. So top of the fourth inning we go. And leading off for the Bobcats is the center fielder number 2, Sophia Seek. Seek stands in there and pops one up to the infield. Smith has to have it quickly across and not in time. So again, kind of a bloop hit, but it does a job.
Now batting, Marissa Nolte.
And so Seek gets on with a single. That'll bring up the designated player number 6, Marissa Nolte. Scores the bunt and puts the bunt down. A beautiful bunt. Only plays at first. Tigers collide. Play is made. They get the out of first, but Nolte does her job. Advances Seek down to second. That was a tough play because the pitcher and the third base kind of collided there, but they got the ball off in time to get the out. So Nolte is retired on the sacrifice.
Now batting, Alyssa Wiley.
That'll bring up the right fielder number 13, Alyssa Wiley. Wiley walked her first time up. Pitch upstairs for ball 1. Benton leads Grinnell 6-0 now in the first game of their baseball doubleheader. That pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Wiley. Dave Van Comperl and Dan Walker have that call for you on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Very simple if you want it, which one you want to choose. Softball or baseball. That pitch catches inside corner for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Simply go to our website. You find the link. If you want softball, you go to the softball link, click on Grinnell Benton, and there I am. You'll get to hear me. If you want baseball, you go to the baseball link, click on Tigers and Benton Baseball, you hear Dave Van Comperno. That pitch swung on, hit towards the first base side, picked up by Carlson, slips on the bag unassisted. For the second out, Seek does advance over to third. So I don't know if that's really a sacrifice or not, but Seek does advance to third. That brings up Brindley Seek, the pitcher. Flew out to right field her first time up. See what happens here. Tiger infield is in. Pitch swung on, that is hit towards the left field line, but that's foul. It's a Cirques Financial Services foul ball for strike 1. Tigers trail 1-0. Big moment in this ball game right here. 2 outs, runner at third base for Benton. Bobcats lead Grinnell 1-0. Obviously, Tigers trying to get out of this without that extra run coming across. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's swung on and popped up gently to the shortstop. Bond over there makes the catch for the third out to retire the side. Benton strands 1, the lead Grinnell 1-0. High school softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Now batting.
Back here to the bottom of the fourth inning we go. Fourth inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Chris Jr. here with you on a Monday night high school softball doubleheader. Tigers and Bobcats going at it. Game number one, Benton leads Grinnell 1-0. Bottom of the fourth. Reese leads things off for Grinnell. Takes the first pitch upstairs for ball one. Tigers will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Reese, Riley Imhoff, and Kate Smith. Second pitch upstairs as well for ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. To the Tiger left fielder, pitcher, and probably in the position she really wants to play. That pitch misses way outside for ball 3. And again, as we talked about, I'm sure Coach Harvey told his pitcher, Brindley Seek, do not come inside on Reese because they have everything outside or upstairs. And Reese takes a walk on 4 straight pitches. Second time she's been aboard tonight. That brings up the pitcher, number 3, Riley Imhoff.
Riley Imhoff.
Now I think Coach Doty might be having a pinch runner here for Reese. He is going to. Number 25 is trotting out for Grinnell to pinch run. That is going to be, as I try to find my roster, Ivy Kellogg. So Ivy Kellogg now.
Ivy Kellogg now pinch running.
Pinch running for Reese. You can do that one time with a non-pitcher or catcher like Reese is. So Doty going to take a chance here with him off at the plate. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Misses outside for ball 1. Again, that's a very nice pitch by Brindley Seek. It starts down the middle and tails away from the right-handed hitters. Very tough pitch. That pitch, it does catch the inside corner all right. Thought it looked good, but umpire made the call for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Scores to bunt and lays the bunt down. Bunt by the first baseman. Fielded by the first baseman. Over to first in time to the second baseman who's covering first. Did you get all that? Because I didn't. Anyway, they made the play. No, first baseman charged. Second baseman rotated over, covered first. First baseman threw to the second baseman who was at first for that first out.
Smith.
There. That's probably more than you ever wanted to know. Just say, Junie, they got the out. Runners at second. Okay, I can do that. Kate Smith up now. Takes the first pitch right down the chute for strike 1. Again, Tigers trailing Benton 1-0. Benton scored way back in the first inning. A bunt single, a stolen base, a pass ball, and then a wild pitch scored the Bobcat run. That pitch catches the inside corner for strike 2. So Kate Smith now in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Pitch tails away outside. Good discipline by Smith not to chase that. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch swung on and hit foul down the first baseline. A Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second base for Grinnell, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's a pitch. Down and in for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Coach Doty doesn't use hand signals like a lot of coaches today. Tiger players wear wristbands on the wrist with a series of numbers and then plays behind the numbers. Coach Doty calls out a number. The players look at the wristband. They get the play. That pitch swung on. That is hit down the third base line of foul. Just pulled foul for another Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brindley Seek working very quickly from the hill. Here's the pitch. That pitch swung on, chopped towards the second base shortstop. Shortstop throws across in time. Gets the out, but the runner does advance to third base. So now there are 2 outs, and that'll bring up Macy Andrews.
Now batting, Macy Andrews.
Andrews, the Tiger Jr., steps in to face Brindley Seek. That pitch is low. Nice stop by Glavy. That probably saved a run for ball 1. Got a lot of speed there at third with Ivy Kellogg. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 outs. Here's a pitch. That's swung on and hit up in the air. Shortstop retreating back, makes the catch for the third out to retire the side. Tigers strand 1. They trail 1-0. Top of the 6th coming up. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
Back here at Grinnell High School softball complex. Trinity Carlson now coming in to pitch for Grinnell, replacing Riley Imhoff. So we'll make note of that change. And
Now pitching, Trinity Carlson.
she will face the top of the Bobcat order. Hayden Moore stepping in. So Carlson comes in from first base to pitcher. My guess is Imhoff moves from pitcher to first. Or no, Imhoff maybe goes out to the outfield. We'll check that here in just a moment. Umpire letting both benches know and us up here in the press box of the changes. And here we go. Top of the 5th inning, brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. First pitch chopped on Bond at shortstop, fires across in time. Barely getting the very speedy Moore. What a big out that was. Make note of that one.
Now batting, Hannah.
Again, in games like this, usually small little things make a difference, and that was a big one, getting that leadoff runner out. That'll bring up first baseman number 12, Hannah Greiner. Takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. Good discipline by Greiner not to swing at that one. That was very close. That pitch swung on, chopped towards the second base side. Smith running across, dives for it, can't make the play. So Greiner is on with a single right up the middle. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 19, Ana Glave. Glave 2 for 2 tonight, 2 singles on the night. Facing Trinity Carlson, the Tiger 8th grader. That pitch outside for ball 1, gets away for just a moment, so the runner advances down to second. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner at second base for Benton. Top of the 5th inning. Bobcats lead Grinnell 1-0, game number 1 of our doubleheader. Second game will start about 20 or so minutes after this one. And I'm not sure what they called there. I don't know if they called a balk or what, but okay, they just signaled to intensity walker, I've been told, so all right. So Glave is on. Curtis runner coming in. Bonovitz coming in to run for Glave. That'll bring up Lena DeMoss, the shortstop.
Now batting Lena DeMoss.
So now the Bobcats have runners at first and second. One out, top of the fifth inning. Lena DeMoss 0 for 2 on the night. Any single here is going to score at least one, you would think. Here comes the pitch from Trinity Carlson. In there for a strike. Nice pitch by Carlson, catches that outside corner. Second pitch, swing and a miss. Nice changeup, just fooled DeMoss that time. Carlson does have a nice changeup. Threw it there to get that second strike. Time to dial up a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. What do we say? That pitch swung and hit towards second. Smith crossed it in to get the lead runner at second. Not enough time to go to first. But the Tigers do get the out. So there's runners at the corners.
Now batting Callista Nolte.
And that brings up Callista Nolte, the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a foul ball. Cirques Financial Services foul ball for strike one. I'm sure if Coach Harvey wanted to, the runner at first base, DeMoss, could probably steal second. I'm sure Tigers will just concede that base in a one-run ball game, you would think. Changeup just misses for ball one. What a nice pitch that is. One ball and one strike. Swing and a miss for strike two. So one ball and two strikes, two outs. Runners at second now as the runner advances down. As I said, Tiger just conceding that base. Perfect time here for Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. What do you say? Here comes the 1-2. Just misses upstairs. You heard the groans from the Grinnell umpires. I tell you, great discipline by Callista Nolte not to swing at that. That was very close. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Outside, nice stop by Harms. That pitch tailed away outside. Now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners will be advancing, will be leaving. Runners cannot leave the base until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand. Here's the full count pitch. Swung on, that's hit foul. Cirques Financial Services foul ball. As Nolte stays alive. In a big moment in this ball game. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on for Benton. They lead Grinnell 1-0. Top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up. Going back, Taylor Smith. Second base, drifts back into shallow outfield. Makes a catch for the 3rd out to retire the side. Bobcats strand 2. And they lead Grinnell 1-0. Bottom of the 5th coming up. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, New construction for multifamily and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
To the bottom of the fifth inning we go. Fifth inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. First pitch from Seeks, swing and a miss for strike one. Alyssa Flanders stepping in now. There's a changeup, misses outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Be Alyssa Flanders, Josie Smith, and Kennedy Harms. 7, 8, 9 hitters for Grinnell in this bottom of the fifth inning. That pitch swung on and hit out towards right field. Right fielder drifting back over. Jumps up and makes the catch. Wow. Again, right fielder might have misjudged it just a bit, but the ball kept going, but she jumped up, made the catch for the first out to retire Flander. That brings up right fielder number 8, Josie Smith. Smith swings on the first pitch. That's going to be in the gap between left and center. Smith rounds first. She's headed to second. Here comes the throw, and Smith is in there with a double. Josie Smith gets on board with a double. And that'll bring up catcher Kennedy Harms. So Harms stepping in with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Runner takes a big jump off. Again, once the ball goes back to the circle, she has to retreat back immediately, and she does. And now Coach Harvey's going to want and take timeout and talk to his troops. Over on the baseball field, Benton leads Grinnell 8-3. Looks like the bottom of the 6th inning. That's the first of 2 games over there on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Dave Van Kompernoll and Dan Walker having that call for you. As you said, start of a busy broadcast week for us here at the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Let me bring that up here, and you'll see just what I'm talking about. So tonight, baseball and softball doubleheaders versus Benton. Tomorrow night, makeup games. Well, not a makeup for softball. There's a softball doubleheader at 5:30 and 7:30. As the Tigers host Independence, the Mustangs come up here to the softball complex for a doubleheader. Over at Fowler Field, there'll be a baseball game. The Peladetch come to town. Dave Van Kompernoll, Dan Walker will have that call starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And we'll, again, get the rest of the schedule here in just a moment. So Kennedy Harms, the catcher, now steps in. Infield is drawn in, anticipating the bunt. Here's the pitch. That's swung on and hit up in the air to left field. Left fielder camps underneath it. Makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, Kylie Bond.
And that brings up number 17, Kylie Bond. So 2 outs now. Runner at second base for Grinnell. Bond steps in. That pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. One ball and no strikes. Benton leads Grinnell 1-0. Bottom of the 5th. That pitch swung on, hit out towards right field. Right fielder comes in and makes the catch. Wow. She overran it, turned the glove back at the last second, and made the catch for the out to retire the side. Make note of that play. That's a big play in the ball game. Tigers strand 1. They trail Benton 1-0 high school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Back here, top of the sixth inning. Our innings brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Bobcats will have the 6, 7, and 8 hitters: Sophia Seek, Marissa Nolte, and Alyssa Wiley. So Sophia Seek steps in. She is 1 for 2 on the night, singled and grounded out her prior 2 trips. Facing Trinity Carlson for Grinnell. Bobcats lead Grinnell 1-0, first to 2 here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Second game will start about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. That pitch way up and in for ball 1. Seek squared up to bunt, but had to duck back out of the way. That pitch was way up and inside for ball 1. That pitch in there for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch swung on, popped up in the infield. Taylor Smith, second baseman, calls everybody off. Makes the catch for the first out to retire Seek. F4 on the putout. That'll bring up the designated player number 6, Marissa Nolte. Nolte coming in here. 1 for 2 on the night, sacrifice and grounded out her prior 2 trips. Pitch in there for strike. It is Grinnell Youth Softball and Baseball night at both diamonds. In between games, they'll be introducing the Tiger Little Girls Softball. There's a bloop single that finds its way right over the pitcher, right in front of the outfielder between the second base and shortstop. So Nolte is on with a single. Doesn't matter how you get on, as long as you get on. Like when I coach basketball. Doesn't matter really how, well, it does matter, but as long as the ball goes in to our hoop from one of our players, we'll take it. Scoring up to bunt and laying down a perfect bunt on the third baseline. Ball upfielded across in time. That was Alyssa Wiley with a sacrifice for the second out. Nolte gets down to second, but now they're 2 outs. And that'll bring up Brindley Seek, the pitcher. There's a pitch swung on, that's popped up in the infield. Kylie Bond goes back, makes the catch for the third out to retire the side. Benton Strands won the league Grinnell 1-0 high school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
To the bottom of the sixth inning we go. Tigers have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Taylor Smith, Ree Reese, and Riley Imhoff. Taylor Smith steps in now, facing Brindley Seek. Takes the first pitch, bunts it down the first pitch towards the pitcher. Quickly down across in time. The stretch gets Smith in a close play. What a play that time by Benton. First baseman does a stretch and just does
Now batting.
get Smith
Lee Reese.
at first base for that first out. Wow. Big moment of the ball game right there. Brings up left fielder Reese. Again, as they've done all game, they are throwing everything outside or up, not giving Ree anything to hit. Again, I'm quite sure that's at the instruction of Benton head coach Brent Harvey. Matter of fact, I'm almost certain. Ball number 2. 2 balls and no strikes now to Reese. That pitch swung on that one. Tried to throw a breaking ball, and Reese just swung and missed it for Cirques Financial Services foul ball and strike 1. That might have been the one pitch he could have had. She probably won't see another one like that the rest of the night. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Way outside for ball 3. And there's the pitch. Misses outside. Couple of groans from the Benton umpires, but Reese is on for a walk, her 3rd walk of the ball game. And since Coach Doty pinch run for last time, he could pinch run for this time, but if he doesn't, Reese has to come out of the game. So she stays in the run, brings up Riley Imhoff for Grinnell. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Nice pitch by Seek as Reese faked stealing. One out, runner at first base for Grinnell. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Brindley Seek just throwing a game. Those breaking balls are nasty. Starting on the inside of plate, tailing away from the right-handed hitters. 0-2 pitch on the way. Way outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch is swung and hit towards left field. That's over left fielder's head. One hop hits the wall. Reese rounding second. Doty is going to send her. Here she comes. Here comes a play at the plate. Reese trying to chug in there, and she is tagged out. But in all that, the Tiger runner, Imhoff, gets all the way around to third. But make Benton make the play, and they did that. It's a 7-5-2 putout for the second out.
Now batting.
Wow.
Pete Smith.
That pitch swung and hit out towards center field. That is going to drop in for a base hit, and it's tied. Rounding first and heading on to 3. And Kate Smith gets on with a triple. And you see on your screen it's the 7th inning. It's not the top of the 7th inning. I had a glitch there. But I can't tell you Tigers tied up this ball game.
Now batting. Missy Andrews.
So Kate Smith with a triple. Macy takes the first pitch in there for strike 1. There we go. Now see if I can get things reset. That pitch swung and hit towards the shortstop. Shortstop up with it across the diamond in time for the 3rd out. But Grinnell does tie it up. And it is 1-1 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. High school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Back at the Grinnell High School softball complex. Again, in between innings, we're going to have the introduction of the GNEA Grinnell softball baseball. In this case, the softball in this diamond. We're going to have that introduction here. We'll pause here for just a moment until this music holds off here a minute. There we go. And we will just keep the camera on in between games so you can at least see the Tiger softball, youth softball teams being introduced and running around. So we'll keep that on for you. Top of the seventh inning we go. Seventh inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Top of the order for Benton. Hayden Moore steps in, scores the bunt. Flander comes up with it quickly across in time. That time Flander charged it and gets the Speedy Moore out. Wow. What a play that was. Tigers with a lot of zip in their step there. Flander was way in the third, jumped on, not Flander, my apologies, that's Kate Smith. My apologies to Kate Smith and her family. Kate Smith made that play. Flander's out in center field. If she can make that play from center field, that's even better. Hannah Griner steps in now. Takes the first pitch in there for strike one. Here comes the second pitch. That's swung on, that's hit up in the air to right center field. Right fielder drifts over, makes the catch for the second out. So Griner is retired on the F8 put out. That'll bring up Anna Glave. Glave having herself a night. She is 2 for 3. 2 singles and a walk. Now Coach Kate Kriegel comes out to talk to the young pitcher Trinity Carlson. She's an 8th grader by grade-wise, but by this point in the season, after playing about 26-7 games, you've had enough experience under your belt. You know what you're in for. So a little bit of a chat with the pitcher, and there's 2 outs. And Glave steps to the plate. Here comes the first pitch now from Trinity Carlson. 1-1 game. That pitch swung on, popped up. Kylie Bond drifts back to shortstop, makes the catch, makes the play for the third out to retire the side. 3-3 down for the Bobcats. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Tigers with a chance to win it. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. Our 7th inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Chris Jr. here with you on a beautiful, beautiful Monday night. 7, 8, 9 hitters up for Grinnell. Alyssa Flander, Josie Smith, and Kennedy Harms due up for Grinnell. Facing Brindley Seek. Here's the first pitch. That's swung on hit towards the second baseman. Bad, takes a funny hop. Second baseman stays with it and gets her by a step. Wow. Make a note of that play there. That was a nice play all around. Great play by the second baseman to stay with it. Great play by the first baseman. Looked like she may have bobbled it, but they get the out. First pitch in now to Josie Smith in there for strike one. That pitch swung on, popped up to shallow right field, drifting over to make the play, but it's foul. That's a Cirques Financial Services foul ball for strike one. Or check that, strike two, rather, on Josie Smith. Kennedy Harms, the catcher's on deck. If she gets on, Kylie Bond to the shortstop. There's a pitch that's swung on, hit out towards left field for a base hit. So Josie Smith gets a single. Wow. And that'll bring up Kennedy Harms, the Tiger catcher.
Now batting, Kennedy Harms.
So the winning run is at first base for Grinnell. Bottom of the seventh inning, 1-1 between Grinnell and Benton. Kennedy Harms now steps in, the Tiger catcher. Here's the first pitch. Scores to bunt, takes it outside for ball one. Again, as we said, Coach Doty calls out a number. Players look at the wristband, at the number, and they find the corresponding play the coach wants. Here's the pitch. Scores to bunt again. That is bunted backwards, and I think they're going to say foul ball. Okay. Boy, they waited a minute. But there is a foul ball for strike two. Or check that. My apologies. Strike one. One ball, one strike, one out. Runner at first base. Here comes the pitch. Scores to bunt again. This time chops it. It's a bunt down. Gets it down. Throw over in time. Now the runner goes from second all the way around to third because nobody was covering. So Benton gets the out, but in doing so, Josie Smith goes from first all the way to third. And now coach from Benton's going to talk to the home plate umpire. He's going to appeal. He's going to try to claim something here. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens here. For the moment, Tigers have a runner at third base with two outs. And Kylie Bond up. So now he's going to go talk to his field mate, the field umpire, out in the bases, to see what the coach said. Obviously a big moment here. And they're saying Grinnell is good. Okay. I'm not sure what the Benton coach saw there. So that bunt, the Benton coach thought that the ball that was bunted hit the batter while she's outside the box, which of course would make her out. And the umpires talked about it, said nope, everybody's safe. And now Coach Harvey comes out to talk to his players. And Coach Doty does the same. First game is over with. I assume Benton won. I did not catch a final score, but they were leading the Tiger Boys baseball team. Dave Van Kampen and Dan Walker having that call for you. Game number 2 set to start over there. Over here, we have two outs, winning run at third base, bottom of the seventh inning, 1-1 game between Grinnell and Benton, 1-2. And Kylie Bond, the junior shortstop, stepping in. Kylie's had a tough night to play. Let's just say she's due. So here we go. Two outs. Kylie Bond at the plate, facing Brindley Seek. Pitch in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. That pitch swung on, that's chopped up foul for Cirques Financial Services foul ball for strike 2. Now it's no balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kylie will have to protect the plate here, and she knows that. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Seek likes to work quickly. Nice play there by Kylie Vaughn to step out of the box for a minute just to kind of throw off the timing. Here's the 1-2. That's outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third base. Here's a pitch. Swung on, and that is hit towards the third baseman. Third baseman from her knees throws it up and makes the play. Wow. Bond hit the ball hard. Third baseman bobbled it, but from her knees throws it across. The first baseman scoops it up for the third out, and that retires the side. And we are going to extra innings. 1-1 ball game. High school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hi there, this is Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving the flavors you savored. We only use the freshest ingredients for our salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza, guaranteed. Plus, don't forget about our award-winning Liquid Gold Ranch and Champagne Cake. Also, keep an eye out on our social media where we release limited time pizza specials like a pickle wrap, sweet corn, and buffalo chicken pizzas, just to name a few. See you soon at Polley's in downtown Grinnell.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
Back here at the softball complex, top of the 8th inning we go.
Now batting, Lena DeMoss.
4, 5, and 6 hitters up for Benton. Lena DeMoss, Callista Nolte, and Sophia Seek facing Trinity Carlson. DeMoss steps in. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That is ripped towards left field. That's hard hit. Right to left fielder who makes the play. So DeMoss is on with a single. That'll bring up third baseman number 10, Callista Nolte. And again, this is just game number 1, folks. We got game number 2 coming up about 20 minutes after this one tonight. So, first pitch taken upstairs for ball 1. Trinity Carlson in relief for Riley Emoff. That pitch up and in for ball 2. Two balls and no strikes. Scores to bunt. That pitch upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. To the Benton Bobcat hitter. That pitch way up and in, misses badly. And it's a walk. And now the Bobcats have runners at first and second with nobody out. And that'll bring up Sophia Seek, the center fielder.
Now batting, Sophia C.
So Sophia Seek steps in. Gets the number of the play call from her coach, Brent Harvey. And here we go. Scores to bunt, lays down a good bunt. Fielded by the pitcher. She has to go to first, and that is just in time. So Seek does her job, advances the runners on the sacrifice. Runners to second and third now.
Now batting,
And
Marissa Nolte.
there is one out. That'll bring up Marissa Nolte, the designated player. Now we have time, and Coach Doty says he's going to walk to fill the bases to take the force out, okay? So now the bases are loaded with one out. You can do that in softball. You just tell the umpire you want to walk them, and that's what they do. That'll bring up Alyssa Wiley, the right fielder. Bases loaded, top of the 8th, 1-1 ball game. Grinnell and Benton, first of 2 here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Chris Jr. with you on a beautiful Monday night. Here we go. That pitch right down the chute for strike 1. Benton scored way back in the first inning. Tigers scored in the bottom of the 6th inning. That ball is bunted, and that's foul. That'll be a Sturks Financial Services foul ball for strike 2. Now, you can bunt with 2 strikes. Most people don't, but you can. But if it goes foul, it's an out. It's a strikeout, you don't get a bat again. Here's the 0-2. Just misses outside for ball 1. The Grinnell umpires hardly disagreed with that call by the home plate umpire. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch now from Carlson. That's swung on, hit towards the shortstop. Shortstop over to third. Makes the play, but Benton does get a run. Really the only play for Bond because the runner at third was going on the pitch. So Benton does take the lead. And now, Brindley Seek, the pitcher, steps in. So, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. That pitch is swung on, popped up into left field, shallow left field. Left fielder there to make the catch for the out to retire the side. But Benton gets one across, and they lead Grinnell 2-1. Bottom of the 8th coming up. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
To the bottom of the 8th we go. Benton leads Grinnell 2-1. New pitcher in now for the Bobcats. Hayden Moore comes in to pitch in relief of Brindley Seek. Tigers have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Taylor Smith, Ree Reese, and Riley Imhoff. Smith takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. First of 2 ball games here tonight for you on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Here's the pitch. That pitch swung on. That's hit up the middle for a single. Taylor Smith is on with a single. See if Coach Doty then rolls the dice, tests the arm of the catcher, Anna Glavi. We'll see. Left fielder Ree Reese is up.
Ree Reese.
And again, they just have not given Reese anything to hit all night. Been pitching her away and upstairs. That pitch is swung on. That's hit hard. Out to left center field. It is gone. Reese with the home run to win the game for Grinnell. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Reese with one swing. I think I broke the needle in everybody's eardrums and our audio board all at the same time. But wow, is that exciting. Tigers get the win in the first game. Dramatic fashion, 3-2 on a 2-run Reese homer in the bottom of the 8th inning to win the first game 3-2. As the late great Harry Carey would say, holy cow. Well, catch your breath. We have game number 2 coming up here in about 20-25 minutes. We'll leave the camera on, but you get a break from my voice as we say you are watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Grinnell.
Rising premium costs. You might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry, but it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri-Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee, cappuccino, and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
And back here at Grinnell High School softball complex, getting set for game number 2. Have a long way to go to top that first one, that's for sure. As Tigers win a 3-2 on a walk-off home run by Reese in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers win it 3-2. Let's salute our sponsors real quick. Poly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Proline Building Company, Dairy Barn, Mahaska Communication Group, Weldon Drywall, Prairie Lakes Church, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community, and the Strand 3 Theater. We'll cover the rest of them here in just a moment. Hayden Moore leads things off, who's going to be pitching, facing Reese. Moore lays down a perfect bunt, and she's going to beat that out easily. So Hayden Moore, the pitcher, with a bunt single. And the leadoff runner is on for Benton. That'll bring up the first base, number 12, Hannah Griner. And the pitch is missed for ball 1, a stolen base by Coach Harvey. And just like that, Benton has a runner in scoring position with 1 ball to Griner. That pitch in there for a strike. Well, 1 ball and 1 strike now. To Hannah Griner. Change up, swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch by Reese for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Hayden Moore, a lot of speed out there at second. But once the ball is in the circle, she has to either retreat back to second or advance to third. She cannot stand and dance around. That pitch swung on that is hit foul down the third base line for Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strike. Over on the baseball diamond, second inning, no score between Benton and Grinnell. Benton boys won the first baseball game against the Tigers. They're playing 2 over there. Dave Van Compernel and Dan Walker had that call for you. Also on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Change up, misses upstairs. Throw down a third is going to be not in time. Boy, that was close. But it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So stolen base now for Moore. And she's at third base with nobody out. So Benton picking up right where they left off in that first game. 2-2 pitch. Drifts outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Aglavi awaits on deck, the Bobcat catcher. That pitch swung on, chopped, foul right at the feet for Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes, or 3 balls and 2 strikes rather, excuse me. We'll check that count here in just a moment. Pitch on the way. That's swung on and chopped towards the third base. Flander up with it. Throws across the first. Throw home is going to be not in time. So Benton, just like last inning, manufactures a run in the form of Hayden Moore. Just the way the first game started out.
Now batting Anna Glave.
So Anna Glavi steps in. So Bobcats get a run. And the lead run on 1-0. First pitch to Glavi. Misses for ball 1. Change up. Beautiful pitch. Misses low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now. To the Bobcat catcher. That pitch swung on a ripped foul down the third base line for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball and strike 1. Lowry now stands in. 2 balls and a strike facing Reese. Here's the pitch. Changeup swung on and popped up. Foul. Drifting back. And able to make the catch for the out is Kennedy Harms. Wow. Very difficult play there because the ball hits the fence, it's immediately dead. But Harms made the catch for the second out. That'll bring Lena DeMoss, the Bobcat shortstop, with 2 outs, nobody on. Benton leads 1-0. Top of the first inning. First pitch in there for a strike. Our first inning brought to us by Brent Nickel, State Farm Insurance. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Reese. Changeup misses upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Start of a busy broadcast week here on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. We have a softball doubleheader and a baseball single game tomorrow night. That pitch is swung on. It's hit hard, drifting foul. And good thing it might have been a home run. But it's a Search Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Nobody on for Benton. Top of the first inning. Bobcats lead Grinnell 1-0. Here's the pitch. Change up. Beautiful pitch. Swing and misses. And let's see. What's he calling? He's waving his arms. I'm not sure. Did he call that a foul ball? Okay. So I guess it was a Search Financial Services foul ball. 1-2 pitch on the way from Reese. Misses upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Our first inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. That pitch is swung on and ripped foul down the third base line. Another Search Financial Services foul ball. Again, just like in the first game, Hayden Moore bunts herself on, steals a base, and then goes home on a fielder's choice and scores a run. That pitch swung on and backhanded nicely by the first baseman. Carlson makes the play in fair ground, steps in the bag for the out to retire the side. Benton scores 1. They lead Grinnell 1-0 high school softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hi there, this is Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving the flavors you savor. We only use the freshest ingredients for our salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza, guaranteed. Plus, don't forget about our award-winning Liquid Gold Ranch and Champagne Cake. Also, keep an eye out on our social media where we release limited-time pizza specials like a pickle wrap, sweet corn, and buffalo chicken pizzas, just to name a few. See you soon at Polley's in downtown Grinnell.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
Back here at the softball complex, 1-0. Benton with lead over Grinnell. Bottom of the first inning we go. Our first inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Let's take a moment to salute our another fine sponsor of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network and our sports broadcast, the Fridley Theater, Strand 3 Theaters, located in downtown Grinnell. This week, showing at the Strand 3 is Elio, rated PG, Bride Hard, rated R, and How to Train Your Dragon, rated PG, all showing at the Strand 3 Theaters, located on Main Street in downtown Grinnell. Taylor Smith leads things off for the Tigers. Second baseman steps in, takes the first pitch outside, or check that, catches the outside corner for strike 1. Hayden Moore, the pitcher for the Bobcats. Infield drawn in. Smith watches that pitch drift outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. No score over the baseball diamond. Second game between Benton and Grinnell in baseball. Top of the third inning. Smith swings on that pitch, fouls it back and out of play for a Search Financial Services foul ball. And strike two. One ball and two strikes. To the Tigers' second baseman, Taylor Smith. That pitch way outside for ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kylie Bond and Reese set to bat this inning. If anybody gets on, Riley Imhoff will step in. That pitch drifts outside. Smith walking up there to take a good close look at it. Now the count's full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hayden Moore facing what looks like a mirror image of herself. That pitch swung on and hit right towards the second baseman and couldn't get the glove down. It gets through for a single, I think. See how they score that one. But anyway, Smith is on. Probably going to be an error, I would guess. That'll bring up Kylie Bond. Now they haven't tested Anna Glavi's arm yet. Smith is very fast, but Glavi known around the conference to have a pretty solid arm. That pitch drifts outside for ball one. Kylie Bond, that first game, just soon forget, it was 0 for 4. First time all season she's been held to 0 for 4. She scores the bunt, takes the pitch, there's a throw down, and it is not in time. Glavi threw that from her knees. Shows you how strong that young lady is. So we got 1 ball, 1 strike. Smith down at second with a stolen base. Benton leads Grinnell 1-0. Bottom of the first inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bond. That drifts outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Inside corner for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch on the way. That pitch is ripped towards the third baseman. Nice play. Third baseman comes up with it. Gets the out to first, and then Smith on the throw advances down to third.
Now batting, Reese.
So Smith grounds out to third for the first out. And that brings up Reese. Takes the first pitch, misses for ball 1, much to the chagrin of the Benton Bobcat umpires in the stands. Now we're going to call time. Not sure what for. Oh, he's making her take off some type of arm guard, I think. That pitch is ripped out to center field, hit hard, but right to center field. Center fielder makes the catch. Taylor Smith tags up and comes home, and we are tied. So Reese does a job, gets the RBI, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Brings up Riley Imhoff, the Tiger left fielder. Now we have time again. A baseball makes its way on the field. Foul ball. So, little pause in the action here while they get the baseball off the field. Okay, now we're set to go. Riley Imhoff steps in, takes the first pitch right down the chute for strike 1. Second pitch hits her. Imhoff hit by the pitch. Advances to first. And that'll bring up third baseman, number 6, Kate Smith.
Now batting, Pete Smith.
2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Grinnell and Benton all tied up at 1 apiece. And Kate Smith steps in to face Hayden Moore. Breaking pitch, beautiful pitch in there for strike 1. Both these Benton pitchers had Brindley Seek and now Hayden Moore have beautiful breaking pitches. That pitch swung on, that is popped up to shallow right field. Right fielder coming in to make the catch. Makes the catch for the out to retire the side. Grinnell gets run back. We are tied at 1-1. Top of the second coming up. We're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 5th Avenue, Grinnell.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Back here for the top of the second inning. Our second inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Let's lose more of our sponsors. Our specialty sponsors for strikeouts is Michelle's Dance Academy. Foul balls is Cirques Financial Services. Innings by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. And our scoreboard sponsor is Kurt's Collision Center. Then our business card sponsors, you see them in the upper right-hand corner. They include Grinnell Firestone, Mini Holes Exit Realty, and Corey Hall Photography. A big salute, tip of the hat to all our sponsors who help us bring these games to you. Callista Nolte steps and takes the first pitch from Reese for a strike. The 5, 6, 7 hitters do up for the Bobcats. Callista Nolte, Sophia Seek, and Marissa Nolte. That pitch misses low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomorrow night we have a softball doubleheader. Independence Mustangs come here to the softball complex for a doubleheader. I'll have that call for you starting first pitch at 5:30. That pitch swung on, this hit out to center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. So Nolte with a clean single to center. Gets on base. And that'll bring up the center fielder, number 2, Sophia Seek.
Now batting, Sophia Seek.
And then, not to be outdone, the baseball team will be hosting an old familiar rival from the Little Hawkeye Conference days. The Pella Dutch come to Fowler Field tomorrow night for a single game starting at 7 o'clock. Dave Van Comperl, Dan Walker will have that call for you, as that pitch is in there for a strike. And then on Wednesday, I'll be traveling to Williamsburg as the Tigers take on defending state champs and the conference leaders Williamsburg Raiders at Williamsburg for a doubleheader starting at 5:30 on Wednesday. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. So, as you said, a busy, busy broadcast week here on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Scores to bunt, and the ball is bunted down and foul, I believe, yes. Umpire didn't really make any motion there, but the Cirques Financial Services foul ball for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the second inning. Benton and Grinnell all tied up at 1-1 in game number 2. Grinnell won the first game 3-2. That pitch drifts outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In dramatic fashion, on a 2-run home run by Reese in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers trailed 2-1. Reese hit the 2-run homer. The Tigers win at 3-2. That pitch misses upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch on the way from Reese. Swung on and chopped foul down the first baseline for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nice piece of hitting by Sophia Seek, the Bobcats center fielder. That pitch misses upstairs for ball 4. So Seek draws a walk. Bobcats have runners at first and second with nobody out.
Now batting Marissa.
And that'll bring up the designated player, number 6, Marissa Nolte. Nolte stepped in to face Reese. Here's the pitch, squares to bunt, and tries to bunt it, but it bunts it foul. First Cirques Financial Services foul ball and strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on, that's popped up. Carlson makes the play at first. Runners don't advance. And Tigers get the first out. Brings up the right fielder, number 13, Alyssa Wiley.
Now batting Alyssa Wiley.
Wiley playing right field for the Bobcats. Had several spectacular catches in that first game. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. So 1 out. Runners at first and second for Benton. Top of the second inning. Grinnell and Benton all tied 1-1 here in game number 2. That pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. We've talked about it before. Every umpire is different. Some have a wide zone, some have a tight zone. This umpire, like the first one, is showing to have a very, very tight zone, especially on the outside corner, not giving the outside at all. So 3 balls and no strikes now to Wiley. Brindley Seek waits on deck. That pitch right down the chute for strike 1. As Wiley was taking the whole way. Here's a pitch. That's swung on and that's hit foul. Down the first base side rather. Count remains. The count goes now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. So good job of Reese battling back. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Catches the outside corner for a called strike. Wow. It's a Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. Runners advance. Let's see. On that, the ball was thrown around. Let's see. So Coach Doty's out. The Benton runners advanced. They're sitting out at second and third. So now he's going to go talk to the field umpire and see if that was okay. And apparently it is. All right. But there are now 2 outs. But runners at second and third now. And that'll bring up left fielder number 3, Brindley Seek. So when they threw the ball around, the runners advanced. First pitch in there for a strike. That's a good point. I'm not sure what the rule is. I don't think it's a dead ball, especially with runners on. So, in any event, they are at second and third. I don't know the rule. There's a beautiful changeup by Reese. Way out in front was Seek for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and chopped towards the second, over the pitcher's head. Taylor Smith was in there to make the play, but just one of those that bounced. Just Reese jumped as high as she could. Couldn't make the play. But Benton scores a run. And the Bobcats lead 2-1. Seat goes to third, so now the Benton Bobcats have runners at the corners. With 2 out, that first pitch swung and a miss for strike 1. Hayden Moore, the pitcher, up. There's a bunt, and it goes foul. First Search Financial Services foul ball and strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners for the Bobcats, first and third. Here's the pitch. Way outside. For ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. She swings and misses at a pitch for strike 3 for Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout to retire the side. Benton gets one more. They lead Grinnell 2-1. High school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
To the bottom of the second we go. Our second inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. 6, 7, and 8 hitters Joe for Grinnell. Macy Andrews, Alyssa Flanner, and Josie Smith stepping in. Andrews steps in and takes the first pitch in there for a strike. No score on the baseball diamond in the top of the 5th inning between Grinnell and Benton, game number 2. That pitch inside for a ball. Thought that might have hit her, but umpire says no. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Dave Van Comperl, Dan Walker have to call the baseball game. That pitch just misses upstairs. Hayden Moore working very quickly, like her teammate Brindley Seek did in the first game. That pitch down and in for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike now to Macy Andrews. That pitch in there for strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the Tiger designated player, which means that she bats but does not play out in the field. That pitch is swung on and hit foul down the third base line for a Search Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. Tigers won the first one in 8 innings, 3-2. That pitch up and in for ball 4. So Macy Andrews gets on for a walk, and I think we're going to have a courtesy runner for Macy. I do believe. Yes. Number 25, Ivy Kellogg coming out. So you can courtesy run for the pitcher, the catcher, and the designated player as many times as you want.
Now batting.
For any other player in the field, you can only do that once. If you do it a second time, that player has to come out. So Alyssa Flanders steps in now. Takes the first pitch, swings on and hits it down the left field line. That's a fair ball. That gets past the fielder all the way to the fence. Doty's going to center from third. Here she comes in and she will score. We are tied. Flander with a stand-up triple. Scores Kellogg from first. And the Tigers have tied this one right back up at 2-2.
Now batting. Josie Smith.
That'll bring up right fielder Josie Smith. First pitch low for ball one. That pitch upstairs for ball two. 2 balls and no strikes. Squares to bunt, gets the bat back, but the umpire said she offered, so that's a strike. 2 balls and a strike now to Josie Smith. One of 3 Smiths on the Tigers team. Taylor Smith, Kate Smith, and Josie Smith. That pitch, changeup, a beautiful pitch by Hayden Moore in there for a strike. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch swung on and hit foul down the third base line for a Search Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch on the way. Swung on, that's chopped towards the pitcher. Pitcher jumps off it, throws home, and is going to get the runner out at home. So Benton gets Flander. 1-2 on that put out for the first out.
Now batting.
And
Kennedy Harms.
Josie Smith reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up the catcher, number 5, Kennedy Harms. Or check that, Josie Smith, rather. No, that is Kennedy Harms. My apologies. That pitch is hit out to left field. That's a fair ball. It's going to drop in. And chugging down in from third and reaching there in time is Josie Smith. Base runners had to hold up just to see that ball was going to be caught. It's in the air a long time.
Now batting. Taylor Smith.
So the top of the order we go, and Taylor Smith now steps in. Tigers have runners at second and third with just 1 out, and now Taylor Smith steps in. Benton brings the infield in. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Taylor singled and scored her first time up. Here's the 0-1. Puts down a bunt and it's foul. For a Search Financial Services foul ball. And strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch swung on and hit foul off the fence. Another Search Financial Services foul ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and chopped towards the first base side. Going to get through for a single. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run, and they will score as well. So Tigers get 2 back, and now they lead 3-2.
Now batting. Kelly Bond.
And that first pitch in there for a strike to Kylie. Here comes the 0-1. That pitch is swung on and popped up down the third baseline, foul for Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Now the count is no balls and 2 strikes to the Tiger shortstop. There's a pitch. That pitch is swung on and popped up towards the infield side. Third baseman over there to make the catch for the out. So Bond pops out to the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting.
And that'll bring up the pitcher, number 16, Reese. Again, had that dramatic 2-run walk-off homer in the bottom of the 8th inning of the first game to win it for Grinnell, 3-2. First pitch to Reese outside for ball 1. The very speedy Taylor Smith on at first. See if Coach Doty sends her here. She is going. Throw is down and got her. Umpire from the backside makes the call. What a throw by Glavi. And that will retire the side. But Tigers get 2 across. They lead 4-2. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Back here at the softball complex. To the top of the 3rd inning we go. Our 3rd inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Proud sponsor of Tiger Sports Livestream Network is the Strand 3 Theaters located in downtown Grinnell. Here's our lineup for this week. Elio, rated PG. Bride Hard, rated R. And How to Train Your Dragon, rated PG. All showing at the Strand 3 Theaters in downtown Grinnell this week. So 2, 3, and 4 hitters do it for Benton here in this top of the 3rd inning, brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm. Hannah Greiners steps up and she singles up the middle to start things off for the Bobcats. So Greiners on, 1 pitch, 1 hit. And that brings up the catcher, Anna Glavi.
Now batting. Anna Glavi.
So big outfield shift on for Grinnell. You can see our outfield. Our left fielder is about 10 feet from the left field foul line. The center fielder is over in left center, and the right fielder is over in right center. That pitch is swung and ripped right up the middle. That's a big single. That's going to hit the fence and bounce off. Ball is stuck. They're going to wave her home. So Benton will get 1 run back. Glavi rips one, and Griner scores from first. Glavi with a double. And now Benton trails 4-3.
Now batting Lana DeMoss.
That'll bring Lena DeMoss, the shortstop, for the Bobcats. 0 for 1 on the night, popped out her first time up. 4-3 Grinnell to lead game number 2. Top of the third inning. Nobody out, runner at second base for the Bobcats. Second game of our doubleheader. That pitch swung on a chop towards third. Flander with a good play, throws across, gets the runner in time, but then Lavi advances down to third on the play, but they do get the runner and get the first out. So that'll bring up Callista Nolte. Nolte swings on the first pitch and hits it foul for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. And strike one. Here comes the pitch. Breaking ball just misses. Nice pitch by Reese. Good discipline by Nolte not to swing at that. That was close. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third base for Benton. Top of the third inning. Our third inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Changeup misses, gets past the catcher. That's going to score a run, and now we are tied. So Benton ties it up. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. The sun slowly starting to sink over the horizon. That pitch up and in for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. That pitch misses outside for ball 4. So Nolte gets on with a walk.
Now batting Sophia Seek.
And that'll bring up the center fielder, number 2, Sophia Seek. Pitch in there for a strike. As Seek scores the bunt, but takes strike 1. Over the baseball field, Benton leads Grinnell 3-0, bottom of the 5th inning in game number 2. Pitch just outside for ball 1. These umpires have been consistent. They don't give the outside corner, but they do give the inside corner. As you've said many, many a time, players have to adjust. That one scores the bunt. Charged over by Smith to get the out of first. For 2 outs, runner advances down to second on the play.
Now batting Marissa Nolte.
So there's 2 outs, runner at second base. That'll bring up designated player number 6, Marissa Nolte. Nolte swings to the first pitch, hits it towards Taylor Smith. Smith bobbles it a bit and gets it across, and they say she's safe. Just that one little small bobble, and Taylor goes up and tells her pitcher Reese, that was on me. So now Bobcats have runners at the corners. That'll bring up right fielder number 13, Alyssa Wiley. 2 outs, runners up first and third for Benton. Top of the 3rd inning, 4-4 game. First pitch swung on, chop foul for strike 1, a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tigers in the bottom half of the third will have the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Coach Mike Doty. But first things first, got to get one more out here. That pitch misses low for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. To the right fielder for the Bobcats, Alyssa Wiley. That pitch is swung on and hit up to shallow right center field in foul ground and just out of reach of all the Tigers. It's a Search Financial Services foul ball. Count remains 2 balls, or now count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2 outs. That pitch upstairs for ball 3. Now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The runners will be moving when Reese releases the ball. Here's the payoff pitch. Upstairs. Second walk of the inning for Reese. Now the bases are loaded. And that'll bring up left fielder number 3, Brindley Seek. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Kind of an in-between spot. The lights are on here at the softball complex, but the sun is still shining enough to make it a little bit dark. Maybe it's lighter than it seems. There's a pitch swung on, popped up in the air. Taylor Smith reaches back, makes the catch for the out to retire the side. Benton strands 3, but they do get 2 across the tie at 4-4 ball game. Bottom of the third coming up. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here to the bottom of the third inning we go at the softball complex. Our third inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Chris Jr. here with you on a beautiful Monday night for softball. Second game of our doubleheader. Tigers won the first one 3-2. And now they lead off this bottom of the third inning with 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Reese, Riley Emhoff, and Kate Smith. Reese steps in, takes the first pitch, swings it on, and hits it up to center field. Going back, center fielder does have room right at the warning track. Reese just misses one. Flies out for the first out.
Now batting, Riley Emhoff.
Left fielder Riley Emhoff now comes to the plate. Stepping in against Hayden Moore, the Bobcat pitcher. Emhoff takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. That pitch is swung on net is ripped foul down the third base line, but well foul for a Search Financial Services foul ball and strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a pitch swung on, popped up in the infield. Shortstop camps underneath it, makes the catch for the out. The second out, and Imhoff is retired. That'll bring up third baseman number 6, Kate Smith.
Kate Smith.
4-4 ball game, bottom of the third inning. Our third inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance, as you see on our Curse Collision Center scoreboard. That pitch hits her. So Kate Smith hit by the pitch. Trots down to first. That'll bring up the designated player, number 33, Macy Andrews, who drew a walk, and then the courtesy runner, Ivy Kellogg, scored for her back in the second inning. So now Andrews steps in with 2 outs, runner on first base. Here comes the pitch. Changeup misses upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. That pitch in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another beautiful pitch by Hayden Moore. Just catches outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That pitch drifts outside for ball 2. Good discipline by Macy Andrews not to take that, not to swing at that one. That was a tough pitch. Started down the middle of the plate, tailed away from the right-handed hitting Andrews, but she laid off it. That pitch misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Good job by Macy now to come back. She was in the hole. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now she's back to 3-2 count. Runner will be going on the release of the pitch. Here's the pitch. That pitch is swung on. That is popped up. Shortstop drifts over, makes the play for the catch, for the out, to retire the side. Tigers strand 1, 4-4 ball game. Bottom of the, or rather top of the fifth coming, or top of the fourth coming up. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hi there, this is Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving the flavors you savored. We only use the freshest ingredients for our salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza, guaranteed. Plus, don't forget about our award-winning Liquid Gold Ranch and Champagne Cake. Also, keep an eye out on our social media where we release limited time pizza specials like a pickle wrap, sweet corn, and buffalo chicken pizzas, just to name a few. See you soon at Polley's in downtown Grinnell.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
To the top of the fourth inning we go. Our fourth inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. 4-4 ball game, Grinnell and Benton. Game number 2. Tigers won the first one 3-2. And now the Tigers and Bobcats battling here in game number 2. Hayden Moore leads things off. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Moore a threat to bunt. Great speed from the left-handed batter's box. Lays down the bunt but chops it foul. It's a Search Financial Services foul ball and strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Moore stands back in the box. Tiger infield way in. There's the ball Up and in. I thought she had offered it or had kept her bat out, but the umpire says no, she didn't, so it's a ball. So ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now. That pitch misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That time she waved at it and missed it for strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Always important to get that leadoff batter out if you can. Here's the 3-2 pitch coming from Reese. That is swung on and that is hit just foul. Trying to coax it over the head of the Tiger third baseman, Kate Smith, in at third. But she did that, but it landed just foul for a Source Financial Services foul ball. And count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch misses outside for ball 4. So Hayden Moore with that great speed is on.
Now batting, Hannah Griner.
And that'll bring up first baseman Hannah Griner. 1 for 2 on the night is Griner. Singled and scored her last time up. As darkness starts to creep in with the lights lighting things up here. Runner's going. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. And right away, Moore scoots down to second, gets a stolen base. And last time she was on this position, she stole third, so Tigers have to be aware for that. Here comes the pitch. Misses down and in for ball 1. Or check that ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. That pitch misses. 3 balls and no strikes. 2. Hannah Griner. Anna Glavi. Glavi is on deck. Ooh. That pitch catches outside corner. Griner didn't think so. She had tossed the bat. Thought it was ball 4, but the umpire said not so fast. Strike 1. 3 balls and a strike. That pitch swung on, hit towards the shortstop. Bond has it off her glove. Tries to throw across in time. Not there. Tough play for Kylie.
Now batting, Anna Claude.
So Bobcats have runners at the corners. And Coach Mike Doty is going to come out and talk to his troops. Over the baseball field, bottom of the 6th inning, Benton leads Grinnell 5-0. Benton won the first game and looking for a sweep of Grinnell. Going to be a pitching change, I think. Trinity Carlson now going to come in and pitch for Reese. So they'll just swap positions, I believe. Reese will go from pitcher to first. And then Carlson will go from first to pitcher. So we'll take a break while Trina Carlson gets her warm-up tosses in, and so you're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
At Ramsey Weeks, it's the synergy of insurance and real estate that makes our local office vibrant. At Ramsey Weeks, our success depends on yours in buying or selling property, in insuring your car, home, farm, or business. In your time of need, our success depends on yours. Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, 715 Fifth Avenue, Grinnell.
Okay, pitching change. Trinity Carlson now in for Reese, and she will step in and face Anna Glavi, the Bobcat catcher, who doubled and scored her last trip up. First pitch changeup misses for ball one. Runners at first and third for Benton. Nobody out. Top of the fourth inning. Now they're going to say they just called somebody out. I'm not sure who. The runner at third base. Home plate umpire stepped up and took his mask off and made the out symbol. I'm not sure what happened there. So not sure what he called there. I don't know if interference or obstruction. I don't know what it was, but right away he called her out. So actually a really big call goes Grinnell's way as the second pitch misses upstairs for ball two. Because now instead of runners at the corner with nobody out, now they have a runner at first with one out. Big change of scenery there, momentum. There's a pitch ripped towards the shortstop Bond. Over in time to second, tries to go across to first, not in time, almost turn two. Did the Tigers. But they do get the lead runner. So Lena DeMoss now steps in. And now we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher, Glavi. That is number 4 coming in. That is Caitlin Bonowitz. So Caitlin Bonowitz comes in. First pitch, swung on and foul back for Special Services foul ball. And strike one. Two outs, runner at first base for Benton. 4-4 ball game, top of the fourth. Here's a pitch, swung on and that's popped up to shallow right field. Second baseman Smith going back, makes the catch just in front of the right fielder. Makes the catch for the out to retire the side. All tied up at 4, bottom of the fourth coming up. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
To the bottom of the fourth inning we go. Our fourth inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Tigers send 7, 8, 9 hitters, Alyssa Flander, Josie Smith, and Kennedy Harms to the plate to face Hayden Moore. Flander now steps in. Here's the pitch. That's swung on, hit out towards left field, hit hard, but left fielder misses it. Thought she's going to make the catch. I don't know if she just misjudged it or lost it or what, but I thought the left fielder had a beat on it, but then suddenly just the ball just popped out of her glove. So now Flanders on a second.
Now batting.
Obvious error.
Josie Smith.
And that'll bring up right fielder Josie Smith. First pitch swung on and chopped foul. For a Search Financial Services foul ball and strike one. Oh, 1 pitch now on the way from Hayden Moore. Ball is bunted right at the pitcher. Moore charges it, throws across to first in time. Gets the runner at first, but Josie Smith does her job as Flander now advances to third. So it is 1-3 on the sacrifice for the first out. And that'll bring up catcher Kennedy Harms. First pitch, that's popped up in the infield. Third baseman plants underneath it, makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting. Taylor Smith.
And that'll bring up second baseman Taylor Smith. Smith swings on the first pitch, hits it out towards center field, but right at the center fielder who makes the catch for the third out to retire the side. 3-3 down for Grinnell. 4-4 ball game. Top of the fifth coming up. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
To the top of the fifth inning we go here at the softball complex. 4-4 ball game, Grinnell and Benton. Grinnell won the first game 3-2 in 8 innings on a Reese 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th inning. And this game number 2 tied up at 4 apiece. Calissa Nolte leads things off for the Bobcats, facing new pitcher Trinity Carlson. Carlson in relief of Reese. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. Our fifth inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. 4-4 ball game as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. That pitch swung on and popped up to right field. It gets past the right fielder. It's a fair ball. Chugging for second, and she's going to round second and come to third. Here comes the throw in. So Nolte, just another blue pit right where the Tigers weren't.
Now batting.
A textbook example of, pardon my English, but hit them where they ain't, as the famous baseball sage once said. And now they have, Bobcats have a runner on third with nobody out. And that'll bring up Sophia Seek, the center fielder. That pitch is going to hit out towards right field. That's going to be over the right fielder's head. 1 run will score. Seek heading into third, and it was called safe on a very close play.
Now batting. Marissa Nolte.
So back-to-back hits, and that brings up the designated player number 6, Marissa Nolte. The Bobcats lead 5-4. First pitch in there for a strike. Nice changeup, swing and a miss for strike two. That pitch swung and chopped towards the first base side. Carlson picks it up, steps on the bag, but job is done. Run scores. And it is now 6-4. Bobcats with the lead.
Now batting, Ozo Wiley.
Alyssa Wiley now steps in, takes the first pitch upstairs for ball one. That pitch in there for a strike. One ball and one strike. Swing on a chop foul in the dirt for Cirques Financial Services foul ball. Count moves to one ball and two strikes. Now Kay Smith goes in to talk to Trinity Carlson, gives her a little pat on the glove. And now Carlson settles in. 1-2 pitch. Upstairs for ball two. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch swung on and popped up in the infield. Taylor Smith just back, makes the play. Makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up left fielder number 3, Brindley Seek. So Seek now steps in to face Carlson. Tiger infield in, anticipating a bunt, and there it is. Bunt's laid down, a beautiful bunt. Smith throws it down, but it is not. Oh, they do get her. Okay. Nobody made a signal. I'm not sure what happened, but they called her out. All right, Benton gets 2 across. They lead Grinnell 6-4. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. Our 5th inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. If you're wondering why sometimes I bring the picture back to the field but I don't speak right away, it's because of copyright. I have to, for the music copyright, we can't have the music come across our airwaves, otherwise it's a copyright thing. We will be flagged by YouTube. So that's why sometimes I have to wait a bit before I bring in a speak. So Bond takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. Need to get Kylie going for sure. That pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Bond. That pitch is swung out. It's popped up high in the infield. Shortstop comes in, makes the play to retire Kylie Bond.
Now batting.
Brings up the pitcher number 6, or check that. First baseman now, Reese. Reese steps in to face Hayden Moore. Pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. That pitch is hit hard out to center field. That might be gone. It is out of here.
Home run,
Reese does it again. Wow. This time a solo shot. And Tigers cut the deficit to 1 run, trailing now 6-5. Bobcat infield all out around their pitcher, Hayden Moore, saying, "Hey, that's what she does. Don't worry about it. We still got the lead. Throw them in there. We got your back."
Now batting. Riley.
Brings up left fielder number 3, Riley Imhoff. That first pitch swing, that's hit out towards left field, and that is just foul. Just foul. My goodness. Look from here like it was the right call. That's a Source Financial Services foul ball. And Imhoff just missing it. Reese hit that ball about the same place she hit the game winner in game number 1. Up between the G and the E. The Tigers, that pitch low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Benton leads Grinnell 6-5, bottom of the 5th inning. Second game of our doubleheader. That pitch swung on, that's hit towards the first baseman who makes a stabbing play, catches it for the out. So Imhoff lines out to the first baseman. For the second out, brings up third baseman number 6, Kate Smith. With 2 outs. That pitch swung on, and that is popped way up in the air. Shortstop drifting back. Goes back, makes the catch for the out to retire the side. Tigers get 1 run back. They trail 6-5. High school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy.
To the top of the 6th inning we go. Grinnell gets 1 back. They trail 6-5. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. Grinnell won the first game 3-2. Chris Jr. here with you on a beautiful, absolutely beautiful Monday night for softball and baseball or any outdoor activity you want to engage in. Top of the order up for the Bobcats. Hayden Moore leading things off. Over the baseball diamond, that game is over. Benton, it was just about over. Grinnell trails Benton 6-1. Now Grinnell's going to be batting here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So Hayden Moore steps in. Tigers bring the infield in. Pitch up and away for ball 1. Again, Bobcats come in here with a record of 8-8 and 14-11. There's a pitch swung on and pop foul down the third baseline for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball and strike one. This is one of the better 8-8 teams I've seen. They are just a tough club to get the W on. And there's a lot of pride in this softball program. They're not that far removed from a state title. I want to say it's probably been the last 4 or 5 years. That pitch just misses outside for ball two. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, they've won a state title here in the last 4 or 5 years. That pitch swung on and slap foul. Another Cirques Financial Services foul ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, so very important to get that leadoff runner out, especially the Hayden Moore. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Michelle's Dance Academy strikeout. Big strikeout for Trinity Carlson for that first out.
Hannah Griner.
That'll bring up first baseman number 12, Hannah Griner. Griner's had herself a night and a first game. She's 2 for 3 tonight with a run scored. That pitch swung on, and that is hit foul out of play for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball and strike 1. As I said, Benton's record may only be 8-8 in the conference, 14-11 overall, but they are a very solid, very scrappy, very gritty club. No question. That changeup misses low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on for Benton, top of the 6th inning. They lead Grinnell 6-5, as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Grinnell lines the ball at Bond. She jumps up, stabs the ball out of the air, makes the catch for the second out. Again, just another small play. Brings up Anna Glavi, the catcher. She's 2 for 3 tonight also. 2 outs, nobody on for Benton. Glavi steps in, facing Carlson. There's a pitch swung. That is hit hard to center field. Center fielder Flander comes in, makes the catch for the out to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Benton. Tigers come to bat at the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Hi there, this is Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving the flavors you savor. We only use the freshest ingredients for our salads, sandwiches, pasta, and pizza, guaranteed. Plus, don't forget about our award-winning Liquid Gold Ranch and Champagne Cake. Also, keep an eye out on our social media where we release limited time pizza specials like a pickle wrap, sweet corn, and buffalo chicken pizzas, just to name a few. See you soon at Polley's in downtown Grinnell.
Back at the softball complex, bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Our 6th inning brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance.
Now batting.
Tigers will send the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Macy Andrews, Alyssa Flander, and Josie Smith, to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning facing Hayden Moore. Andrews rips into one, hits it out to left field, but right at the left fielder for the first out. Andrews hit it hard, but right at the left fielder for the first out. That'll bring up center fielder number 15, Alyssa Flander. So Flanders now steps in, takes the first pitch and swings on, chops it foul. Down the third base line for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. And strike one. Tigers have got one run across. They now trail Benton 6-1, bottom of the seventh inning. One out. Tigers still batting. Dan Walker and Dave Van Compernol with that call for you on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. That pitch swung on, hit down the right field line. That's going to be foul. And another Cirques Financial Services foul ball for strike two. The Benton right fielder could not get to that one. So Flanders in the hole now, no balls and 2 strikes. We'll have a doubleheader tomorrow night. Independence Mustangs come here to the softball complex, a doubleheader softball game for makeup games that were rained out earlier this year. That pitch is ripped towards the third baseman and catches it on the line drive, says the umpire. Nice play for the second out. Wow.
Now batting.
That'll bring up right fielder number 8, Josie Smith. First pitch in there for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. That swung on and popped up in the air. And that is caught by the Benton second baseman for the third out to retire the side. 3-3 down for Grinnell. Tigers trail 6-5, high school softball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
With rising premium costs, you might be tempted to pull back on how much insurance you carry. But it's still important to have robust coverage from a company you can rely on in case disaster strikes. We believe in neighbors helping neighbors. We've been a trusted source for quality insurance since 1909. We offer both personal and business insurance products, and we can help protect what you value most. You can trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual. For more information, visit grinnellmutual.com.
We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company. Quality that you can trust in every building we construct. Proline is the place to know. We're committed to helping your dreams grow. We're helping build your dreams at the Proline Building Company.
To the top of the seventh inning we go. Our seventh inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. 6-5. Benton with the lead over Grinnell, as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up for the Bobcats. Lena DeMoss, Callista Nolte, and Sophia Seek. As Trinity Carlson in relief for Reese tries to hold things to just a 1-run lead here. And we are set now for the first pitch, up and in for ball 1. Tigers in their half of the seventh inning will have the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. Kennedy Harms, Taylor Smith, and Kylie Bond up. That pitch is swung and hit off the handle to shallow center field, and it gets past the center fielder. Rounding second is the runner. She's going to be in a third with a triple. So DeMoss running the whole way, hits a triple. Have to see if that's an error or a hit. We'll have to check that out. But the Bobcats have a runner at third with nobody out. And that'll bring up Callista Nolte, the third baseman. That pitch is swung on and popped up to the shortstop. Kylie Bond ranges over, makes the catch for the out. To retire, Nolte. F6 on that pop out. Brings up center fielder number 2, Sophia Seek. And now Coach Doty is going to come out and talk to his troops. Gives us a chance to tell you on the baseball diamond there's 2 outs. Grinnell Tigers trail Benton 6-1. Bottom of the 7th inning. Benton won the first game, so Bobcats looking to get a sweep. Here, softball game. Tigers trail 6-5. Top of the 7th inning. 1 out, runner on third base. Obviously a very big run at third base. Coach Doty talking to the troops to remind them of some things. Umpire comes in and says, okay, let's break it up. Enough conferencing. And here we go. Sophia Seek now steps in to face Trinity Carlson. Lots of options here on the table. Scores the bunt. She pops it up, and that is caught by the catcher, Kennedy Harms. That's a Cirques Financial Services foul ball, but it's caught for the second out, and a big, big out that is. Wow. So now there's 2 outs, and that brings up Marissa Nolte, the designated player. Here's the pitch. That is swung on, and that's hit. Taylor Smith jumps up and makes the catch for the out. Wow. What a play there, preserving that 1 run, keeping that deficit at 1 run. Bottom of the 7th, due up for Grinnell. You're watching high school softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Bottom of the 7th inning we go. Our 7th inning brought to us by Brent Nichols State Farm Insurance. Kennedy Harms steps in, takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Tigers have Kennedy Harms in the top of the order, Taylor Smith and Kylie Bond. Second pitch misses low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes now. Grinnell trails Benton 6-5, as you see in our Kursk Collision Center scoreboard. That pitch right down the chute for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now to the Tiger catcher Harms. Over the baseball field, it is over. Benton sweeps Grinnell, winning the second game as well. Didn't get a final score, but they were last leading 6-1. That pitch swung on, that's chopped foul. On the third base side for a Cirques Financial Services foul ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Tiger catcher, Kennedy Harms. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That is swung on, hit towards the third baseman. Third baseman up with it nicely. Across the diamond in time for the out to retire Kennedy Harms. Now to the top of the order. Second baseman Taylor Smith stepping in. So Smith now stepping in against Hayden Moore. Here's the pitch. That is swung on and line right back to the pitcher. Wow, what a play by Moore. Taylor Smith hits it hard, but right at the pitcher who makes the catch for the out. That brings up shortstop number 17, Kylie Bond. Kylie also has home run power. Just putting that out there. First pitch outside for ball 1. Struggled tonight in these 2 games, but That's the thing about it. One swing is all it takes. Here's the pitch. That is popped up, fouled on the third base side. Over to make the play is Benton, who makes the catch for the out to retire the side and win the game. Bobcats split with Grinnell. Tigers win the first game 3-2. Benton wins the second game 6-5. And that'll wrap it up for our broadcast here for tonight. Tomorrow night we have a doubleheader softball-wise at 5:30. Independence comes to town to take on the Tigers here at the softball complex. We'll have the first pitch around 5:30. Also on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network, we have a baseball single game tomorrow night as the Grinnell Tigers welcome the Pella Dutch over to Fowler Field for a baseball single game. Dave Van Compernoll and Dan Walker will have that for you tomorrow night. Tigers win the first game 3-2. Benton wins the second game 6-5. Thank you for watching and listening to me. I'm Chris Juni on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network saying good night from the softball complex, high school softball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.